It's your boy Sledge, the People's Champ, checking in, and this is This Was For Us podcast, which is brought to you by JNS School for the Soul and Astrology. This one for us. Let's go. Everybody good? Everybody ready?
Good.
Hey.
All right, man. Welcome, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, fellas. Hey, man, this is the first episode, man. I got Primo, I got Greg Owen, I got R&B Nas, I got B Swab. I feel good about this, man. How y'all doing?
I'm blessed. Blessed.
Pleasure to be here.
Awesome, man. Real quick, man. Like, it's so crazy. Like, hey, Greg, you getting an award?
Yeah, I just got nominated for Emerging Leader for Who's Who in Black Columbus.
Who's Who in Black Columbus?
Yeah, Who's Who in Black Columbus. So they do like this big, thank y'all. They do like this big thing, you know, they honor different black people in Columbus, you know, from like artists to community leaders, financial, is any category, you know. So I've been in it before, but at this time I've being an emerging leader, being nominated for it and being honored by it, you know. I'm very grateful for it.
So you was in it before.
Yeah, I was in it before.
But now you're getting honored?
I just got.
Oh, now you're just ranking up.
I'm ranking up now. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
it. So like, what's the difference? So what's the difference on how you started from where you're going now?
So I was in the book as like a high schooler in college. You know, they have like future leaders. So like when you like between like the age of like 18 and 24. They honor you as a future leader, but like once you start putting in more work, you start to become like an emerging leader. I forgot what other categories it was too, but yeah, that's how I started in there. Also, like, you know, making connections and everything like that. So
you're not only just a musician, you're a community leader.
Oh, for sure.
What all the other community stuff you do?
I mean, I work with children. I worked in the school system. I've done. Like it was, especially like with music, I've done like jam sessions, different artists and musicians come together all in one area, and we just vibe out. You know what I'm saying? Also, I like to bring different artists and producers in the studio. We do like cook-up Sundays, making songs from scratch. And so I like to see what's a need and whatever I can do to help out in the community. You know, I'll try to insert myself in there because like people talk, but not a lot of people do. So I want to be one of the doers. I am one of the doers. So
I like that.
Yeah.
So all y'all know each other, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
How y'all know each other?
Shows
and events. You know, just running into
dreams
artists.
colliding.
Being outside.
Yeah, being outside.
And we're all in the industry.
So y'all make all the same music.
So
You can say that.
me and R&B Nas, we leading it in R&B right now in the city for sure.
I dabble in both R&B and rap and jazz. I do all types of stuff like jazz, house, gospel, funk. So I'm a musician, so I do everything.
Well, all of y'all just came out with a video though, like separate videos within 3-4 months. Everybody's in here. All three of y'all came out with a video. Mm-hmm. So like when y'all do videos, like y'all like call each other like, "Hey, I'm about to do this video." When are you doing it? Cause like me personally, when I do things, bro, I check my surroundings. So like when I do events and stuff, I call people and be like, "Hey, bro, what you doing on this day?" "Oh, I ain't got nothing doing." "All right," cause I don't want to class with you. Mm-hmm. And I don't. It ain't about competing. I don't care about that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to class with you. I want everybody to benefit off of everything. Like so, like when y'all dropping this stuff, do y'all like tell each other like, "Bro, I'm dropping on this day. Don't do it."
So a lot of the projects I've been doing have been real intimate, so it's just been me and the shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like we did Hazel Eyes, my song video.
I like that.
At the waterfall, it was just me, my cousin shooting it. We did one in the park. It was just me and her shooting it. But definitely you want to integrate it and tell your people, "Hey, I'm dropping on this day. Do me a favor, post it, repost it." You know what I'm saying? You got to talk to your network. Your network is your network.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And this my dog for real. So like anytime I do like any unreleased music or something, I send it to him like, "Bro, what you think about that?" Or you know what I mean? So
it's dope that y'all working together, man, because I noticed that a lot of times, man, like in my former life, I used to try to be a rapper. So like, I didn't know, like a lot of people like really personally like take things, you know, like that. And everybody's trying to make friends, you feel me, in the game. But I just feel like you ain't gotta make no friends, but man, at least like do some networking, bro. So I think it's real dope that y'all got that though.
It's a respect thing, you know what I'm saying? Like we are out here trying to get it one way or another. So like if I see B Swab doing, you give them a shout out, you know what I'm saying? Like you just respect what they doing. You respect what everybody's doing in the city. So it's all about networking. It's all about, because the only way the city's gonna grow is if we all just respect one another collaborate. Have no ego in this, you know what I'm saying? It's just like we all trying to get it, we all trying to grow this thing. So that's the only way it's gonna work.
And you're all from Columbus, right?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
I'm from Columbus.
You from Columbus, Primo?
Yes,
Primo, you a DJ though.
I am.
So when you DJ, let me ask you this question: when you look at, these are R&B and the musicians. Let me first off, how many? You just DJ like clubs, or you do what all do you do?
Anything really.
What is
Weddings, clubs.
So like, what is your best? Like, you be like, hey, I look forward to doing this.
I like a lounge.
A lounge?
Yeah.
So lounge is like, is it more R&B?
Whenever I DJ, it's whatever I want it to sound like.
Period.
Okay.
So for a lounge, yeah, I feel like I kind of just try to get off stuff that I practice at home or something like new.
So how long you been DJing?
For 3 years.
3 years? It's crazy because there's another young lady in Columbus. She said she just started DJing like 3 years ago. And then I got another young lady I know. She been DJing forever. Mm-hmm. And it's just dope to see that. Like, I've noticed y'all three. Of course, I noticed the guys. But I've noticed out of all the, like, if there's like younger DJs that's in the 30, probably about 35 and younger, y'all three ladies stand out the most.
Nice.
Nah, female DJs out here killing it.
Mm-hmm. I think
killing it.
Female DJ, like, as a female DJ, do you feel like you have a better ear than male DJs? Because male DJs, man, I've been some places and I'd be like, hey, bruh, why are we playing this?
Read the room.
Read the room, bruh. Like, bruh, why are you going in verse 2? Like, we only needed the chorus for this song.
Oh God! Right. Like that was the only good part.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think people say that. At least men say that because guys play. I don't know. I don't think their intention a lot of time is to get people moving. Mm-hmm. So for me as a woman, if I'm out at a party, I want to dance. Like,
right.
I want to show my dance skills off.
On a Primo set, what is going to be your top 5 songs that you're going to play?
I don't even have 5 songs I know I'm going to play every single time, but I'm probably going to play Don Toliver of some sort. I love Playboy Cardi. I don't always play that, but who else? I'm really into Megan Thee Stallion, like the rest of the world.
Now, do you have a slow jam set? Like, you have like a slow jam set?
I really like the slow, horny songs. Like, if I'm gonna play some slow jams, it's gonna be like that.
Like,
she got the basement party vibes.
Yeah.
The basement parties is crazy. Nah, the basement parties used to go
crazy.
They go crazy. So, like, let me ask you this. So, what is the hardest thing about being a female DJ compared to what you notice? Because you do DJ full time, right?
Yes, I also am a nail tech. I've been a nail tech for 10 years, so I'm actually getting out of that and more into DJing.
Okay.
So, yeah, I do those.
So, what's the hardest part about being a female DJ?
The hardest part is just dealing with the men, right? That's clearly the thing. Anytime you're a woman in the workplace, it's always the men that you have to deal with.
So what's the hardest part about being a DJ?
Learning, right? Like, I'm still not at my best, so I think I'm really tough on myself sometimes.
So what made you want to be the DJ? Like, what made you like, hey, fuck it, I'm about to just get these turntables, I'm about to get these boards and this Mac, and I'm about to do it. So like, what?
I feel like I've been doing it forever. Before I actually had a deck, I was just using my phone, like making mixes on my phone, and I was like 16 making mixes. So it just was always something I was like, it'd be cool if these 2 songs were together, or how would it sound? And just something fun for me.
That's nice. So like, it's crazy when you say like, if things like sound and like put things together, because first time I seen R&B Nas, I seen him sing, and I'm like, the nigga can sing, but he had on driving gloves. And I'm just, he had on driving gloves. And I just stood out. Cause like when I look at artists, man, when I feel like, cause I used to try to be an artist, and I was pretty good, I think. I'm gonna boast on myself.
Nice.
But I was pretty good, I think. I just didn't have the work ethic. I just didn't really want it. You feel me? Let's just be real, bro. I wanted the money. You know what I'm saying? When I figured out like it's not all about the money, and I just like, I'd rather just help people. But like my thing is like that look that you guys have as artists, musician, as DJs. What is the look? How important is that look?
Super important.
Cause like it's
like a first impression thing.
It's an expression of who you are. Like I know for me, instance, like one of my looks is like I like to wear like the suits and like the fur coat. That's like me. That's like me turn all the way up, like volume turn all the way up. So like as an artist, I like to express myself not only just musically, but like in fashion as well. Also like how I have my hair cut or just how my skin to look. So it's definitely like the image is definitely important, especially self-expression as an artist.
And that's dope because when I first seen Greg, I said, this nigga like 70s, like pure. Hey, we gonna start on the downbeat. You feel me?
And it takes a while to like find your image. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta go through trial and error and see what works and what feels right, what doesn't feel right. And also like what you said, like people if people can see like, oh damn, like he remind me of the 70s, he's got these little players, like that also helps too. Like, okay, I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
Cause like when I seen Swag the first time, the nigga had his shirt off, so I definitely knew.
Also, ain't nobody wearing pearls out here.
No, and I seen the pearls
Nobody's
too.
wearing pearls.
The nigga had his shirt off with the pearls, and he was doing this. And I thought it was like, oh, this nigga got the Tyrese going on. So then I was like, let me hear real talk, because the first song I heard was Hazel Eyes.
Oh, yeah,
you feel me? The first time I heard Hazel Eyes, so I just and then I seen the video and the nigga was like this and the rain falls. I said, oh, this nigga he's like Carl Thomas with a smidge of Teddy.
I love Carl Thomas.
So you know what I'm saying? So like when people see you, because I know and then another thing that stood out to me, bro, you like giving women flowers.
Yeah, I really like to embody like the just R&B heartthrob. You know what I'm saying? Like the old school classic R&B heartthrob. That's just what I embody, man. And it's original. You know what I'm saying? At the same time though, like with the pearls, with just taking risks as far as fashion. It really goes into just my artistic expression and just expressing myself altogether, bro. So I really love what I do. I enjoy the whole process of putting my accessories on, putting my outfit on, every piece, and it's just, I love it, That's crazy. That's dope. I ain't crazy, but you know what I mean, like that's dope because like I said, Nas had the driving club, but then Nas had the the Suge Knight on too, and I'm just like, this nigga might fuck somebody up if we are not rocking with his music. Oh, God. So like,
I had the trench coat on and everything.
Yeah, the trench coat on, and I'm just like, this nigga means business. So like, when you do that, Nas, like, what's the first thing that you want people to see?
I like throwing people off, like, so like when you look at me, you gonna think like I'm about to start rapping or something. You know what I mean?
I think that's what it was.
And then the voice, and then you be like, oh shit, dude, really singing for real, like it's just, what is that? The surprise factor. I love it.
Yeah, the it factor.
Yeah.
So when they come in and see you, Primo, what are they gonna see off rip?
It just depends on the day. I don't know. I always change up my hair.
You wear a hat all the time, though, right?
I wear hats a lot. I'm a big hat person, but the hair is probably always going to be different.
Why Primo?
Primo, I'm pretty sure the original term for primo is like some laced weed or like some. You never know what you're gonna get. It might kill you, or it might just be the greatest high you ever have. You don't know.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah, so no pun intended.
So why Suave?
Suave, man. So I always thought it was a dope name. I was really lit at this party, bro. And I don't know if you like. I mean, it can relate to anybody in this room for real. Like, you just be feeling yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you at a party, you just sauced up. So I was in the bathroom, bro, and I was, I like, you know what I'm saying, gassing myself up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was in the mirror, bro, and I was like, damn, you look real suave right now. And it's almost like a light bulb went off in my head, like, damn, suave. I'm going with it. And that's just, ever since then, it's just been B Suave. And of course, my first name starts with B. It's like a play on words, B Suave. You can get anything in this world, just make sure you be suave.
Now, Nas, you changed your name. I call you by your government name, my fault, but you changed your name, right?
So R&B Nas originally stand for Real Nigga Blues.
Oh.
That's hard. That's crazy. I never heard of that. Real Nigga Blues. Okay. That's crazy.
Because I sing about the stuff most R&B singers is not willing to sing about. Like I really get in my feelings in the music. You know what I mean? So I changed it to my real name, which is Najee De Leon. So that's my government. I was born with that.
De Leon is your middle name?
My last name.
That's your last name?
Yeah, Najee De Leon.
Yeah. That's French, nigga. Ain't
it just sound international. It sound like, you feel me, like somebody actually be making music. Like
Najee De Leon. Okay. That's hard. Nah, because I remember he hit me, and you know, as I do these things with everybody, people be like, bro, get my name right. And at first, I'm just like, bro, you know, my name is Sledge, bro. So like, people, you can't mess up Sledge. You feel me? Yeah. But then it got to the point where I'm just like, you know what? It's not like, bro. My boy told me like, bro, I get paid off my name.
Oh God.
So if you say my name wrong,
right. I think it's somebody else.
Yeah, I get paid off. So now that's why I take it serious. But like, Greg, your name is Greg. You just. Greg Owens.
Yeah, Greg Owens. Yeah, I also go by Gio too. Like, you know, people that know me, they call me Gio. That's my initials. I was gonna go by Gio, but like Greg Owens is like, that's my name. I could do anything with that name. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't. It doesn't. It's and also like it doesn't place like any limits. So like I can use my name because it's just me. I can just be me in on all facets of life. So that's why I chose to keep my name.
And with a name like you said, Primo, like. With a name like Primo, you never know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? That's really smooth. So like, but I know before Primo it was another name. So what was your first DJ name?
Primo has been my first DJ name. I've had other aliases. I think my first alias was like Juice Woo or something. It's always just, I don't know where it comes from. Just completely made up.
Juice Woo. Juice Woo. I mean, you know, I was, you know, for the longest I was B Sledge. Like, that shit's wild. You know, listen, man, that shit's
B Sledge and B Suave.
B Sledge. I'll take B Suave. I love, you know, the only person that calls me Brian if I work with you. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else call me Sled. You call me by my government name, you know. I'll look at you and be like, you the feds. Like, who you trying to you trying to subpoena me or something? You know, so like, you know. Yeah, so like, that's why I'm real. I understand the names. You know what I mean? So I understand the names. So like, let me ask you this, you know. When somebody playing with your craft, how do you take that?
When I changed my name to be Suave, I was still in Cleveland, of course. I moved out here 5 years ago. But I changed my name to be Suave when I was in Cleveland. And I was working with somebody who was like kind of like managing me. And he was still like using my government name on like flyers. He would book me, he would use my government. And I really took that like personal. Like stop playing with me, bro. Like it's Be Suave, it's gonna be Suave. It's like damn near a household name at this point. Like, and anybody can attest to that. Like if you say Be Suave, they gonna know who you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I remember somebody in Cleveland, they were like, oh, you should probably change your name. Your government is more marketable. Like people laughed at it. Like, oh, we ain't about to call you Be Suave. You know, grown men. You know how men have an ego thing about them. Like, oh, we ain't about to call you Suave. Oh, okay, well, your girl will. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was like that at first, but now it's a little no.
How about you, Nah?
Man, they fuck my name up all the time, every show. Like, so but at the end of the day, it's only one R&B Nas, so it's like, you feel me? It don't make no difference to me.
So when you're on your distro kid, you changed everything.
Yeah, cause it's like, you know, you feel me? You can't really copyright me about nothing, cause that's my government. It's on my social. You know what I mean?
I mean, you and Greg got it easy. Yeah. Like,
it's funny because like there is another Greg Owens that's out there. It's a white dude. No, we not. We not beefing. I never talked to him or anything like that. So, you know, I'm just going to slide.
But you've been watching him.
That's how you know he's slide.
Just like there's, you know, there's. I don't know. Like I'm gonna continue to use my name, and you know, and I'm gonna get to the point where, you know, people are gonna recognize one Greg Owens, and you know what I'm saying. So I don't really. You know, people can do whatever they want to do, but I'm gonna continue to do what I do and continue to push my name however I need to. So, you know, if it's another Greg Owens, great. It's a bunch of Greg Owenses out here, but you know.
So what do y'all? I mean, let me ask y'all this: like, what do y'all do this for? So like when I did music, man, I was just doing it. You know, you know, we was in high school rapping at tables, and then we got into the booth, and then we had somebody, you know, a whole bunch of people lying to us. We were good. You know, we was going all this stuff, but you know what, bro? I was doing it for the fly-ass honeys and the clothes. Right. And then I had a daughter, and I'm just like, man, I got to make this shit work. You feel me? And then at the point in time where I figured out it wasn't working, I just was like, bro, I need to pivot. So, like, my thing is, like, why haven't y'all pivoted? If you, and not even saying if it hasn't even worked, like, even when y'all get discouraged, because, I mean, I know, I've been here before.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I just don't. I was listening to 38 Special. He just dropped a project with Benny the Butcher. Mm-hmm. He said a line today. He was like, I don't need a plan B to take energy from my plan A. And I felt that, bro. Like, don't tell me about no plan B. This is it for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, but to answer your question, like what do I do this for? I make music about love. And I love love, you know what I'm saying? And I like with the whole giving women their flowers and everything like that. It's just about spreading love. It's about making feel good music. It's about making the ladies feel good. It's about making just anybody who want to feel good.
Hold on real quick. So, like, let me ask you this, Prepo, because you're a female. So if Suave gave you flowers while he was singing, how would you feel? Like, all honesty.
Thank you. I'll be happy.
Thank you. I mean, I just was looking at that nigga. I'm like, this nigga giving out flowers. Yeah. You know, because at first you be like, bro, this some simp shit. And then you be like, nah, this is what this nigga does. Yeah, I love it, bro. Like, this is what he does.
For sure. That's that Ohio player shit.
I remember the first person. I really am a big fan of D'Angelo, and one of his live sets, man. I study the game, bro. Like really study the game, bro. So one of his live sets, after he was done singing, he had 100 roses, like maybe even more than that, and he just walked through the crowd giving women roses.
Was he still singing?
No, he was done with his set. I thought that was the coolest thing ever, bro.
Raheem Devon came about 2 summers ago, and he was still singing, giving the girl the roses. I said, oh, this nigga about to get some. Yeah. Auntie about to give him some right after this set. Like,
it's just cool to me. It's just cool.
Like, don't even ask who she riding with.
No. I ain't no player at the end of the day. Like, it's a lot of people who get like offended by that type of stuff. And people, I mean, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no player here. I think that's that's cool as hell.
You gotta separate yourself as an artist, man. And I just feel like once you get to the point when you figure out, because everybody has somebody that they seen, you be like, who is this nigga? And then when you start listening to him, you be like, oh, this nigga hard.
Right, like,
I love the surprise factor. I love the surprise. I live for those.
That's the most powerful thing is being an artist. Like, I do that surprise value.
And it's like, you know, with this, you know, especially like what I do, it's like, it's really like the air I breathe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can speak for myself. Like, I've been playing the drums since I was like around 3 years old. So like, this is kind of like, it's kind of like a calling. Like when you know you have a calling, like, you a spiritual being, like, you have like a certain calling, like you gotta see it through. Like, no matter what you're going through, like, you're gonna have to learn all the lessons and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, at the end of the day, it's always gonna be something inside you that has to give that itch. It's gonna pull you right back. And also, like what Suave said, it's all about like your, you know, making feel good music, trying to put a positive or, you know, different types of messages for people, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I do it for. I just want to impact and influence people do music and whatever I do. And I know as artists, that's what we strive to do every day. So whatever it is that we do, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always gonna bring you back to why, you know what I'm saying?
How about you, Primo?
I think you guys really said it best, you know? There's nothing else I would be doing. I've always just kind of followed this route, I guess. Music's always been super important, and I remember when I have had other jobs and things like that, I'm the worst employee ever.
I feel you.
So I just can't keep the job, so I have to do the thing that I want to do. Because I'm just not really good at it.
I think, you know, when you say that, because everybody just was like, oh man.
That
like,
is facts.
On paper, I am very employable. But like, there's just something wrong with me when I just be like,
right.
I gotta say like, hey, bro, this ain't right, or why you want me to do this, or
I just gotta be late, bro. I gotta
be late, bro.
You know, like, okay, I'm late.
Right.
No, for real.
Okay, I'm late. So what's the problem? Because when I get here, the work's gonna get done.
It's gonna get done.
So like, what's the difference? And then it's just like, let's be real, bro.
Let's be real.
And that's just the millennial. That's the millennial talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially what we do. You know, we use our jobs as means to, like, you know, to make our living and pay our bills, whatever we got to do. You know, put that money back into our art or whatever the case may be. So it's just like, I feel you, like I'm a terrible employee. I'm a terrible employee. Like, I like to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I appreciate the job, but guess what? Don't think I'm just going to, like, you know, go above and beyond. I'm not gonna go above and beyond my job description. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna take my breaks very seriously.
Nah, I feel you.
And I might come back late after that break.
Hey, listen, man. I had a good job going into, you know, I left my job for where I was at because I just didn't feel like I just was cool with I wasn't down with the cause, and then I went to the Franklin County. Man, they hired me. I said, man, this is beautiful. You know, this is beautiful. Pay good benefits. And then, you know, I coach, you know, I work with kids, man. You know, I coach football. They like, hey, we can't let you off. Oh, well, these kids is more important than this job. I can get money.
What's up?
It's never been hard for me to get money. I can get money to make sure all these kids is taken care of, make sure, you know, all these bills is paid, make sure I got Jordans on my feet, make sure I got water, making sure my adulting and my personal life is cool. But when you tell me I can't do nothing I love, hey, we out. So then I went back to teaching kids. Like, bro, this is the best schedule ever. Right. But you know, like, and I'm happy y'all say that when it's time to schedule. Like, man, like, you said you DJ. Like, how often do you practice?
I just started taking up practicing at least once a day or every 2 days. One of my mentors suggested that. Shout out to DJ Byrne.
Shout out to Burn.
Just the orange soda guy, right?
Yeah.
OG. I seen Burn
OG.
in Cleveland. I'm sorry to cut you off. He was doing something, a wedding in Cleveland. I was like, damn, nigga, you do.
Wedding gigs is lit. That's what it is. You get to pay. You get money.
So you say you do it once or twice a day?
Yeah.
So when you do it, like, so listen, you know, do you know how to scratch and all that stuff, or you still learning?
No.
Okay.
She said, I'm not doing
I'm new age.
Yes, I'm very new age. And a lot of people don't know how to scratch because you have to have, like, actual turntables, which a lot of people don't have. So you got to find a real OG to teach you how to do that, which, you know, I'm looking. Hit me up.
Nah, because when I asked my parents for one in Christmas, and she gave me the little Fisher Price one, and I used to scratch that one. Hey, I was a kid, bro. I used to scratch that one. I probably didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I just scratch it. Like, man, I just think that's an art. Like, I just think people don't understand. Like, you know, we talk about music as a whole, whether you playing the music, singing the music, rapping the music, or you either, you know, creating the, mixing the music. It's an art on how you do this, and I think that people really don't understand the art form. So, like, you know, what did Erykah Badu say? She said, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. You know, people don't understand. Like, we were just talking before, you know, we was just talking about how artists just set the bar and how they just so be and stuff, how they so impactful, and it makes us feel like, damn, bro, like, how are we doing that? So, like, I asked you that, Nas, like, bro, when you say you make stuff for the people, like, bro, like, when you make the music, how does it, like, feel when somebody be like, nigga, I feel you?
It feel good because it's like some songs you kind of sit back and be like, I don't even know if this gonna really hit like how it's supposed to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Those be the ones too.
And those would be the ones really people be like, oh yeah, bro, that's it, bro. You need to push this. And I'm like, bro, this whack to me. This shit's doo-doo. Yeah, like.
You told me that you made one of your songs in the library.
Yeah, Hazel Lives.
Oh, see, I knew it. I like the song, so, you know, I'm invested.
Yeah, and yeah, bro, I took all my equipment. Cause, bro, when you dealing with neighbors, bro, and they just don't know how to shut up, you just gotta take your stuff somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So I took all my equipment to the library, locked in. I made Hazel Eyes in like 30, 45 minutes, bro. And I had a love interest in mind as well. And the words were just flowing, bro. They were just flowing, man. And that was a good day for music. That was a good day for music, for sure.
And then you have a daughter, correct?
I do.
So how do you practice and be a parent?
Yeah, parenting is like so much, right? Like, damn.
I know, I get you.
Everything I do is about her, right? When you have kids, especially when you're following your dreams, when you have kids, I keep going because I don't want, like when we were kids and our parents, you could tell that they just let go of so many things in the name of sacrifice. But I don't believe in that. I would rather tell the story of my sacrifices where in the end I get to have what I want, because when you don't do that, your kids know that and they feel that, and I just don't want that for her. I want her to be like, damn, she kept going, like she kept doing it until, I want her to see a dream come true.
You play drums, and as a drummer, I'm pretty sure you played in church.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right. So how do you people, like, I heard like drummers or like church gigs, or like how do they, like, people don't play in church no more because they don't pay?
Well, people don't play in church no more because we don't have kids that actually are coming up in the church. Like a lot of kids, like they don't really either not going to church, they don't like going to church, or you know what I'm saying. Like I know when I was a kid, I was probably like 5 years old. Like I would watch the drummer all the time. Like this is like I would watch the drummer all the time, and like I would meet the drummer, and like I would like sit where the musicians are. You know what I'm saying? And like after service or whatever, they have me hop on the drums, or so it's not a lot of kids that's coming up. It's not a lot of kids that's coming up in the church. I think we need to bring that back, because church musicians are like the best musicians in the world. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So if you can play in church, you can play anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You can play R&B artists. You can play for a rock, Latin, jazz, whatever. You got that church background. So I just think that it helped me a lot as a musician, and also as an artist too, being in that church environment.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
So like, the kids that are there, the kids gotta be in the church. Do you think they're not like interested in drumming, or like they're just not kids coming up in the church right now?
I think it's both. I mean, of course, obviously kids are in the church, but like most of the kids, they being like in the kids service, or they being like in the they be back there with all the kids and everything like that. So it's like they're not actually in the service. So it's like I think more and more kids need to actually like be in the service so they can see what's going on. They can see, oh, that's cool. I like that organ player. Oh, I might want to be a keyboard. Oh, I want to be a drummer. Or I might want to be a singer. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be in an environment so that they can the light bulbs
or even a minister. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Just saying it.
That is
be a part of the service, basically. You know what I'm saying?
It's got to be encouraged more.
Absolutely, and we got to do a better job as musicians to encourage the kids. Like, this is something that you could do. You can make a living out of this. You know what I'm saying?
And it's cool that you said that, because I've been around music. So my mom was in a choir. You feel me? My mom and my auntie was in a traveling choir, and my pawpaw, he was in a traveling band. You know what I'm saying? So I used to go all these gigs, but so I was in choir, theater, I was in all that stuff, man. But what really got me rapping was, my boy Street Pastor. I'm not about to call him Street Pastor. My boy Yavis.
Yavis.
But I seen this nigga on stage rapping. No cap, man. I see him on stage rapping. I said, bro, I want to be a rapper. So what I did was, it's crazy, bro. So what I did was, he ended up like, he was young. He was older than me, and I was like 13 at the time, and he'll take me to his shows with him. So he'd be like, listen, I'm going to take you to this show, but I want you to be like in the background. Like, I was a background dancer. So I used to dance at the shows, and that was back, we had 4XTs, headband, do-rag.
What a time.
Man, what a time. I was in the skits with him and stuff like that.
What a time.
Rock with it.
Bro, it was doing all that. So I'm just saying, so like somebody gave you the inspiration. So who gave you your inspiration?
My mama. She was a singer. She was a singer-songwriter, and I seen her one time perform, and forget my mama telling this, but she forgot her lyrics one time when she was singing, but she kept going.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean? She kept going, so that made me be like, all right, I want to do that. Like, and it just go back generations. My great-grandparents, they used to go on tour and stuff, do music, play guitars, all types of stuff. Right.
That's fire.
What's short? Who was you? Who was yours?
Yeah, my parents are my inspiration. I used to listen to a lot of funk with my dad. So that led me there in the live instrumentation, and my mom listened to a lot of R&B, so I just always liked that. It was a musical house.
So like, you know, the first time I tell people all the time, you know, because I'm like real big on hip hop and R&B, and I think like the first time I seen hip hop and I fell in love, you know, they'd be like, when you fall in love with hip hop, I think the first song I heard was Facade Passing Me By, rap music, and then I think the first song where I loved R&B, I know was Tell Me by Groove Theory. So like, what was your first like, I love this shit? What song was just like, I love this shit?
John Legend, bro, for me, man. Like, I grew up really like on John Legend and Ordinary People. That whole album was just, I really resonated with it. And when I was singing in the church and I was singing at these talent shows and stuff like that, a lot of people would come up to me like, oh, you resemble, like, your voice resembles like John Legend-esque, you know what I'm saying? So he's always been a part of like my creative, like, just background, my creative, like, identity, you know what I'm saying? Like artistic identity, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, John Legend for sure was him, Luther Vandross.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like the OGs, man, for sure. But yeah, definitely John Legend. He had that whole era on Smash, like when he first came out.
What about you, Greg?
Yeah, when I was coming up, you know, my parents definitely monitored what I listened to. So I listened to a lot of gospel, but especially like Kurt Franklin. But then actually one of my favorite rappers is actually Fresh Prince, Will Smith. So I listened to I remember when Men in Black came out, and like in the end of the VCR, he had the Men in Black video. I used to dance all the time like that. Like, this is cool. Like,
just walk.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I used to do a lot of that. So that's where I really fell in love with like actually like hip hop. But then like once Kanye West came out, I was like, oh, he produced and he rapping his own beats. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I want to do that. So that's when after that like.
And it's funny that you say that because, man, I tell my girlfriend all the time, like, this man's a genius.
For sure.
And she'd just be like, what are you talking about?
I was just watching the Genius documentary on Netflix. Like I always like pick it back and watch it. I'm just like, dude, this dude like went through so much, and like his story is incredible.
Man,
his story is incredible.
If you, like you said, man, and I tell people all the time, if you get his story, and Kanye in my top 5, but like if you get in his story and if you just look at his story, you just be like, bro, I feel like when you talking about feeling somebody's pain,
right?
First 3 albums, and then my Beautiful Dark Twisted Pain, I feel all your pain, man.
Yeah.
I get it. I see your vision, I see your thought process, I feel it. So like, you know, I get it. So like, when y'all, what is y'all's goal when it comes to music? Where's your goal when it comes to DJing? Like, what's the ultimate goal? I know it's, you know, worldwide tour. I get it. I love that. But what's your ultimate goal other than that?
My ultimate goal is production. I want to produce and maybe a little singing, rapping. That's the ultimate goal.
Female producers?
Oh yeah, it's female producers out here for sure.
Okay, because I know like a whole bunch of female writers. Yeah, but I'm like female producer. I can give you rappers,
like
I can give you singers, I can give you writers.
You feel me? But everywhere else, like LA and New York and stuff, they got
hella ones in Atlanta. I know this like I think it's one. She what's her name? London Elixir. She's from Columbus, but she moved to Atlanta like a few years ago. So she's a female producer. She got some cold beats.
Why are people moving for music out of here?
Because this isn't the market for music.
Go in.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it.
Hey, let's talk about it. I think this is the best. I think we can just sit on this.
It's not here. Like the market for music in Ohio is just not it. It's very cliquey. It's very ego driven. It's just not it. We have an abundance of talent. It's an abundance of talent in Ohio, Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati. It's an abundance of talent. Dayton. It's an abundance of talent, but like we're not coming together. That's why I love this podcast. That's why I love that you're bringing us together, because like minds need to get into a space and talk about this type of stuff, bro. Like, but to answer your question, the market is just not hot in Columbus for music. Ohio State football runs. Yeah, Columbus.
It's a college.
Yes, it does.
That's the market.
It's the culture. Yeah. It's the culture. Like, it's not just the art scene. It's just Columbus. It's just Ohio period as a whole. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said. Like it's very. And honestly, over the years, it's started to become better.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Artists like myself, you know, B Suave, you know, all these people that actually like using our talents and also putting other people on. That's what we need. That's what I would say in order for us to, because I believe we can, and piggyback off what you said about like what is the goal. The goal, one of the goals is for Columbus, Ohio, to rise to the forefront in music, because I've been to different states and cities and everything like that. Ain't nobody like us.
Washing them.
No, there's
Where my camera at? Ain't nobody like us. You know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and there's no disrespect to any other cities out there.
Take it how you want.
Take it how you want it, but we know what we got, and also the culture just needs to change. You know what I'm saying? Once we change our mentality, once we change how the culture is, sky's the limit. We gotta study like artists. We gotta study cities like Atlanta. We gotta study those type of cities, because like Atlanta been running shit for like 20-some years now. So it's like, what is it about them that makes them?
And we got a lot of gatekeepers.
Right.
We got a lot of people. We got a lot of people locking doors for people and not.
Bro, forget all those gatekeepers. No. Forget all those gatekeepers. The gatekeepers don't control shit. I'm telling you right now, as somebody that's been to see, the gatekeepers don't control shit. We can have our own narrative. We have the ability to do whatever we can to make this thing work.
There's too much hate in.
For no reason.
There's so much hate in Ohio. I used to live in the DMV, and you know they say Virginia's for lovers, but I've lived plenty of other places. Ohio has so much hate. Like, if we could just release the hate and start to embrace one another and not feel as though if you get shine, then I'm not gonna get shine. Or
Really
I've been seeing you all your life and you're changing and you're growing, but I'm not, so I'm gonna pretend like I don't see you. I'm gonna pretend like you're not doing what you're doing. I feel like there's so much of that here.
There's a lot of that.
And it's like, when you see somebody that has a big light, right? People like us that are artists or whatever will be noticed in a room. It's people that take offense to that instead of being inspired. Like, damn, she looks cool. What can I do to get more of that, instead of let me just turn the other way.
It should be more of an inspiration. Like, I'm in this room right now. I get inspired. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we do podcasts like this is a start. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to push the culture forward and move into the right direction. So we bring all these artists together, these leaders together. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we doing in the city. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we doing all around. Putting our heads together. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm inspired by such and such. I appreciate what they doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm also, you know, I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing as an artist as well. So just embracing and being inspired by everybody.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but like when I started doing Suave and Friends, bro, like bringing out different independent R&B artists to like sell their own tickets, make 100% profit on their tickets. It's not a talent show. It's not a showcase. No, for real. Like it's a concert.
Right.
This is a live concert. You know what I'm saying? And I'm bringing out different people every time. You know what I'm saying? And we're damn near selling out. The first one we did, Victories, we had like 100 people.
Went crazy.
Stacked.
Elbow to elbows.
Like, it was a vibe, bro. And I really don't see things like that. Like, I don't see big artists in the city I don't want to say I'm putting people on, but I don't see big artists in the city putting people on stages with them. I just don't see it.
I would say I've actually done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I performed at Confest. I performed at me and my band Harmonic. So we opened up for Boys and Men at the Commons. Like, we put like, you know, different artists on those stages. You know what I'm saying? So. There's definitely people that does that, but I'll say it's not enough people. It's not enough people that's doing that.
I've been here 5 years, bro. I haven't seen a lot of people doing it.
Well, my question is, why would you want so much? Because listen, man, what I do right now is not putting y'all on, but it's giving y'all opportunity. Everything I do right now is just to give people opportunity. If and I tell my friends all the time, man, I got people in the back that I tell you too. I tell my friends all the time, bro, I don't give a fuck about the money. The money gonna come, and I tell people this all the time. The money gonna come, bro. My daddy was a hustler. My mama and my grandpa, they all was hustling. They ain't, not everybody sold drugs, but they all hustle some way to make a dollar. So the money gonna come. You feel me? But I just feel like, why all the time we need 20 motherfuckers to try to put somebody else on. Why can't we just have the cool 10? Because the cool 10, 20 motherfuckers to put everybody on. Right. You can get 10 solid motherfuckers to put people on or give people opportunity, and then guess what happens after that? You don't see when you look at BET production, you don't see 20 motherfuckers. That's the head of the what's the name? And you don't see. You see about 10, 15 people in the boardroom, and them 10, 15 people in the boardroom, half of them don't even talk. You know what I'm saying? So I think what y'all doing is dope, and I love it. But like, don't act like there's room for more, because some niggas don't need to do this shit.
No, for sure.
And I've learned that the hard way.
That's a whole other conversation.
It's a lot of people that really need to stop being yes man. Like, bro, it's some people who are not good at this. It's some people who are not good as Primo. It's people who are not good as Greg, good as R.B. Nas, good as me. They're just not good. Some people need to let them know that. Honestly, bro, like it's a yes man culture going on in Columbus too, bro, and it's toxic, bro. Honestly, and I hate to throw that word out, but bro, it is insulting to the people who actually do this.
Not for real, like
it's insulting.
But it also, like, people, they have to. I think people just need to just do the work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, just do the work.
Like, you have to, like, me, him, like, we all had started somewhere. We all had built somewhere. So like, you can't expect me to put you on a show at the conference.
Oh, my fact.
And you just started, and you need to get your performance shit up. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy in itself. So put me on, bro.
Oh, God. But you know what's crazy though, and it's funny y'all say that, because the first thing I say, and I say this to everybody, just show me the blueprint. I'll do the work. Just show me. Tell me, hey, Swab. Hey, who do I need to talk to? Him. Bet. I'll talk to him. Whether it's going to be today, tomorrow, next year, next month, I'm going to talk to this nigga. I don't need it. I ain't going to say, Swab, put me on to. I'm going to be like, bro, I seen what you was doing. I seen that's how you doing this, and I'm trying to learn. I think my problem with a lot of people is this, and this is what I do. Rapping didn't work. So guess what the fuck I did? I figured out how to help other people make a way for them to make sure that they do their shit. Everybody can't be rappers, bro. I tell people all the time, man, it's the allegations. I want to be like Russell Simmons. I mean, let's be real. I want to be like Russell Simmons. I do comedy. I do music. I do fashion shows. I do poetry. I want to do that shit, bro. I seen a nigga that he probably had talent. He probably could rap with his brother Ron, but he knew Ron was a better rapper. And not to be funny, this is a podcast where this one is for us. And I tell you that all the time. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Not everybody can come to the table. I asked 8 people to come.
Hello.
Yeah. And now, but it's crazy, but it's the 8 people I knew was gonna come. Let's be 100. But a lot of times, stuff happens to people, and I understand, man. I understand, but I just tell people all the time, and when it comes to this like craft shit, when it comes to doing what you know best or doing what you feel is best, you know what I'm saying? The money gonna come, the opportunity is gonna come, because I'm a nigga, bro. I see Greg yesterday. He was just too far, but nah, you like you too far, bro. I'm all the way here. Seeing Greg over there. The first thing I wanted to ask Greg is, how the hell can we get on I can get the stages? I don't want to do that. I want to put motherfuckers on stages. You ain't gotta be like, nah, nigga, I ain't telling you. Because I don't want you to.
Bro, I love giving out the information.
I will give you the game, bro.
And it's so crazy, bro.
Ask me, bro.
Easy.
That's easy.
Yes.
Bro, I will give you the game. Listen, I will give you the game.
I love it, bro.
I will give, if Swab was like, how you do Swab and Friends, I'll give you the game. Am I going to give you everything? No. Let me tell you why. Because at the end of the day, when them motherfuckers was telling me how to cut grass and telling me how to write 16s, they didn't. When they was telling me how to teach kids, when they was telling me how to read music, they didn't tell me. I had to figure out a lot of shit on my own. Because what's the whole point if I give you everything?
Exactly.
Like if I give you if I give you food, what's the whole point? You learn how to fish. Right. You feel me? So just give me. I just need the bullet points. You just give me the bullet points. Give me the major bullet points. You need this, and that. Okay. Well, I can figure out how to do the rest. There's fucking Google. There's fucking Google.
And ChatGPT.
Yeah, there's ChatGPT. I can get the rest. I just think as artists in Columbus, and y'all say the same thing, because I feel it and I see it. I seen it as an artist standpoint. I see it as a entrepreneur standpoint. I seen it as a nonprofit standpoint. I think what the problem is that people are scared to literally befriend somebody. And you ain't gotta be like, I gotta call you every day best buds. But like, some people are scared because people are scared to lose their spot.
Bubble, man.
In their own bubble. But like we said, we all around the same age, bro. We sat here and watch Atlanta. We sat here and watched Atlanta and Houston. Like, I was talking to my homeboys. I said, bro, Houston, Texas really, like, that still tipping top shit. Yeah. Them niggas really grabbed that game by storm. And you know, they had indoor beef with each other because of their own city, but
Yeah.
we would have never known that.
Right.
For sure.
So what's the difference between these niggas and we Ohio and we got number 5 in
Southern
fashion?
hospitality one.
They breaking,
Yes.
they breaking bread though, cause this stuff ain't cheap.
Oh, it's not
This
cheap
ain't
at all.
Yeah, no,
So like it really take breaking bread with each other, bro, and a lot of people are caught up in like, oh, what I'm making back though. Oh, bro, I done went broke for this.
Yes.
So many times.
So many times.
So many times. Throwing shows, bro.
So many times.
Independent, bro. I done went broke. Almost every time, bro. You just gotta keep bouncing back, but you gotta break bread with the right people. I done talked to so many people that own club and stuff like that. They said, "Swallow, let me tell you something, bro. The one thing I wish I would have done different. I wish I would have broke bread with the right people, bro. Because some people will leave you stranded.
Yeah.
Some people leave you straight out, flat on your ass, bro. And it's nothing you can do. You just gotta build back up, bro. But it's about breaking bread with the right people, finding that camaraderie, man, and just building for real. That's what it takes. That's what they did in Atlanta. That's what they did in Houston. They broke bread. It probably wasn't all with the right people, but they broke bread. They took their losses and they just kept on going.
So when you talking about breaking bread, like, let me ask you this. I ain't trying to be in y'all's pockets, but like, what's y'all's typical rate as an artist?
So I'm not gonna tell you the number, but I'm gonna tell you like how I break it down, right? So you wanna come and put me on the stage? Okay, bet. There's a price for that. There's a price for how much you want me to post it. There's a price for how long you need me there. It's a price for all three of those things. You know what I'm saying? And how whatever meets your budget, that's what we going with. And I might just show you love. I might post it every day. I might post it every other day. But it's a price for all of that. It's a price for weekly, monthly, daily promotion. You know what I'm saying? And people think they can get over, bro. I know the game. Just show love. Love will only go a certain amount, bro.
Love get you broke. And I've been in love a couple of times.
Big bro.
Bro, on some real shit, bro. Like hosting is a bag, promotion is a bag, bro. Period.
Cause you find yourself promoting more than the promoter they show.
Exactly.
And I say this all the time because, you know, we all watch House Party. And you remember when Morton was explaining on House Party 2, he was like, bro, without me, you don't have a fucking party.
That's real.
Like, he was basically telling Play, like, nigga, you gotta pay me. Like, I'm the one that's been with your ass from the motherfucking giddy up. And that's what he said. And he was basically in Play like, bro, like, nah, we boys. And he like, nah, nigga. Like, Play, like, and if you ever watch that movie, y'all gonna figure out he's really the real villain in that movie, but it's okay, Play is. But like, as a DJ, what do you look at?
I accept bookings, but usually when I DJ, it's because it's my own event, and I like to stay in that pocket. I'm cool with doing, like, maybe when artists come into town, DJ for them, or whatever the case may be. But I factor that in. It has to be my own party still, and I still got to get paid. So I don't take a whole lot of risk where it's like, oh, well, let's build the night up. Everybody's so good for that. Let's just work together and build it together. Man. I can't build shit right now. I'm not building shit. I have built this, so if I'm gonna come there, I still gotta get paid. I do a lot of promo anyway. Like, my background is in stuff like that, so I enjoy doing it. I enjoy creating the content, posting it. Those are things that I enjoy. So I do a lot of that, and I want to build something that's mine. I can't come into a space and build that shit up. Like, the only shit I can build up is my shit, and we can be partners and work together in that aspect. But yeah, there's still an hourly rate on top of coming into a place and building an event. So I have been really blessed to also come from a long line of hustlers, right? And the first thing and only thing is you gotta get paid. So I have to get paid. Like, there's no, we're cool. But I think a lot of people don't really approach me with that a lot of the time. I think they kind of see how I am and they at least offer something, and we can barter, we can collaborate, we can do those things. A lot of people don't just want free shit from me. I love that. Don't ask me for shit, because I don't want to do that, because it's not fair to the both of us. And then our relationship, it doesn't have to be only transactional, but the same way I'm giving, I have to get, like, we both have to be able to give. So that's how I go into spaces, and that's what my expectations are whenever I DJ.
If they wanted to book with you, where could they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Primo for Real. You can find me there. We can talk there.
Also, for anybody that's out there right now, contracts are important.
Contracts.
Get your contract game up. So especially like if you're getting the big bucks, like sometimes a lot of times I can hold you. It, like how I get paid is like handshake. You know what I'm saying? If okay, this is how much money you gonna get. Cool. Like I ain't got no problem with it. You know, I've gotten. Well, I was supposed to get. I'll say I was supposed to get 1,000 for a gig. I ended up only getting 300.
Hey, we got to fight.
And we gotta fight. Like I was looking for him. Like I'm 20 something years old, early 20s. This dude like 40. I'm looking for him.
Yeah.
I went to the church. Like I went to the church. Like you gotta come see me, bro. Like nah, you
At the
can't.
church?
Yeah, I
It don't
wouldn't
matter.
come see him.
Maybe that's just
I
a
wouldn't come
place.
see him. It don't matter. I wouldn't come
that's
see him.
home
Like
for him,
nah,
though.
you can't say you gonna pay me this. You only pay me this, bro. Like what we doing, bro?
How can they find you if they trying to book with you?
You can reach me at Greg Owens Official at gmail.com. You can also reach me at Greg Owens Official all platforms.
You can find me at R&B Nas on all social media platforms, but Najee DeLeon on streaming platforms. And you trying to do a feature, you can DM me, you can email me. You need me to act, because I'm getting in that acting bag, you know what I'm saying? If you see my last video, Firefight, on YouTube, go check that out, shot by KB Films.
Check my nigga resume.
Hey, shout out KB.
You know, ain't nothing free, you know what I'm saying? Come with that bag, you trying to do something.
I got you. Where they can find you, SY?
I prefer you go to my website, bswab.net. I get notifications for that website, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to email me there. Go there. But I'm on Instagram, International Swab. I'm on TikTok, bswab official, BSUAVE. If you have like questions about anybody watching, if you got questions about like how to do contracts, like my brother Greg just said, chat GPT that shit, bro. Like honestly, man, that's how I got my contracts written up, bro. Like I asked them, and they'll show you everything. They'll show you the criteria. They'll show you what laws are in place in Ohio or wherever you're at. Chat GPT that shit. How can I make or how can I set up my own contract for music, entertainment, movies, whatever.
You can literally type in exactly what you want.
Exactly.
Literally just type in what you want.
Once again, this is This One For Us podcast, brought to you by J&S Food from the Soul and Astrology. And one big shout out to Uneducated Genius. Tap in with them, man. One love. We out.